The benefits of sage tea. Sage tea is made from the leaves of the herb plant, Salvia officinalis. Although you may know of it only as a culinary herb, sage is said to have a variety of healthful properties. Proponents claim that sipping sage tea can help with certain health conditions, as well as promote weight loss and improve hair health. Why do people drink sage tea? Sage tea is said to aid in the treatment of excessive sweating, hot flashes, painful menstrual periods, depression, insomnia, memory loss, cold sores, overproduction of saliva and perspiration, and digestive problems such as diarrhea, bloating, and heartburn. The benefits of sage tea. Can it really help? While research on the health effects of sage is very limited, there's some evidence that drinking sage tea may provide certain benefits. Here's a look at several findings from the available research. 1. To ease hot flashes and sweating associated with menopause. There's some evidence that sage leaves may help decrease hot flashes, night sweats, and excessive perspiration associated with menopause. In a study published in the journal Advances in Therapy, for instance, researchers assigned 71 women to 8 weeks of treatment with a once-daily sage leaf tablet. Results showed that there was a significant decrease in hot flushes by 50% within 4 weeks and 64% within 8 weeks. 2. To prevent oral mucositis. One of the most common complications of chemotherapy and radiation therapy in cancer treatment, oral mucositis, occurs when the lining of the mouth breaks down and forms painful mouth ulcers. A pilot study published in Complementary Therapies in Medicine in 2016 indicates that a sage mouth rinse may help to alleviate oral mucositis in people undergoing chemotherapy. For the study, people receiving chemotherapy were prescribed basic oral care plus a sage tea thyme peppermint oral rinse or basic care alone and were evaluated on days 5 and 14. Most of the people using the herbal rinse in conjunction with basic oral care didn't develop oral mucositis on day 5. The incidence of oral mucositis was also statistically lower in the group using the rinse compared to those who didn't use the rinse. 3. For hair. Proponents suggest that applying a hair and scalp rinse made from a combination of sage tea and black tea or rosemary can promote hair growth or darken gray hair as an alternative to hair dye. Although there is no scientific support for these claims, it's possible that the tannins found in black or sage tea may temporarily dye gray hair. When used for hair, proponents suggest making the tea, allowing it to cool, and spritzing it on gray hair. It is usually left in for 5 to 10 minutes and then washed as usual. Note that the tannin in tea can stain towels and clothing. 4. High cholesterol. Preliminary research suggests that sage tea may help reduce high cholesterol, according to a small study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences in 2009. After 4 weeks of regular consumption of sage tea, 6 healthy female volunteers showed a reduction in LDL cholesterol and an improvement in total cholesterol levels. The study also found that sage tea may help increase antioxidant activity. 5. Weight loss. Sage tea is commonly touted as a natural weight loss aid. However, there's no evidence to support the claim that sage tea can help you slim down. Where to find it? Widely available for purchase online, sage tea can be found in many natural foods stores. How to make sage tea? To make sage tea, try adding 2 tablespoons of fresh sage leaves, or 1 tablespoon of dried leaves, to a mug. Fill the mug with 1 cup of almost boiling water. Cover and let it steep for approximately 10 minutes. Strain the tea. Possible side effects. Sage is commonly used in cooking, which may lead you to believe that it's completely safe. While sage is believed to be safe in the amounts typically used in cooking, it naturally contains thujone and camphor, chemicals that have the potential to be harmful if taken in high enough amounts. Some of the known adverse effects include seizures and liver damage. A preliminary study published in Chemical Central Journal suggests that 3 to 6 cups of sage tea could be consumed daily without reaching toxicological thresholds. However, it would be wise to avoid drinking more than a cup of sage tea daily until a safe limit is established. Also keep in mind that the amount of thujone and camphor can vary depending on the variety, manufacturing process, and brewing method. Pregnant women shouldn't take sage. Thujone may cause uterine contractions. Although sage tea is sometimes recommended to reduce the breast milk supply in nursing mothers dealing with an oversupply of milk, or for those attempting to wean their baby, due to the thujone content, breastfeeding women should avoid it or consult their doctors before using it. Sage may lower blood pressure. Spanish sage is believed to increase blood pressure, and it may lower blood sugar levels in people with diabetes. There's also concern that some varieties of sage, such as Spanish sage, Salvia lavandulifolia, may have a similar effect to estrogen. People with hormone-sensitive conditions shouldn't take sage. It may interact with various medications, including sedatives, anticonvulsants, and diabetes medication. If you're considering taking sage tea, talk with your healthcare provider first to weigh the pros and cons and to discuss whether it's appropriate for you.